Hold on. Oh, she laid down. Okay, good.
With a proverbial boot on my neck for going on years now. Since
He's a divorced
2021,
dad.
I've been living through what has increasingly been a horrendous divorce. Now, let me say on the outset, to be clear, there is no infidelity, any kind of physical abuse at all on either side. And no, this was not my choice. My then wife decided that she didn't want to be married anymore. And in the state of Texas, that is completely permitted. It's been the most heartbreaking experience of my life, what I consider to be my deepest personal failure. And just so you know, my opinions on parenting and families have not changed. I've always believed that children need a mom and a dad, that divorce is horrible. And I still believe that children need a mom and a dad and that divorce is horrible. But in today's legal system, my beliefs don't matter. In Texas, divorce is permitted when one party wants it, period. So for well over a year, in the best interest as well as physical safety of my children, we've decided to keep this issue private and to resolve it privately with the appropriate attorneys, what have you, legal jargon. And all this, one thing I want to be really clear about is certain. True north here is that my children are blameless, completely without fault, and so we decided to resolve these issues privately, as it's in their best interests, both emotionally and physically, to do so. Now, the other issue is, and this is something that I've kept private for likely far too long, many other people knew about this behind the scenes. Some, not all, but some of them in positions of power, influence, leverage, knew of this. They also knew that the safety of my children included keeping it private. So if you're familiar with the idea of extortion, then you know the feeling well. Now, some of these threats were so thinly veiled that I'm frankly surprised you didn't all guess immediately.
Stephen has a lot going on, I guess is the best way to say it. He has a lot going on, and that should be clear because people don't do stuff like this if there's not a lot going on in their lives. I would like to implore my audience and everybody that isn't paying attention to this situation not to condemn him, but to pray for him. Sometimes people need a prayer. Sometimes people need a scripture. You know, Stephen purports to be a Christian. I am unsure at this moment if it is my place to say more than that. You know, maybe if I feel in further defense, some things should be said, or maybe if I feel that the public has a right to understand certain circumstances.
Well, my children have a right to privacy. Now, some other issues have been, or I should say, inferences have been more pernicious behind the scenes with demands and threats to use this information that they believe would be so publicly embarrassing to me and my wife at a difficult time that it could be used, knowingly putting my children in harm's way. So to those self-styled Christians, conservatives, and allies, well, not in my book. Now, if you find yourself, I don't want to get into details, so this is going to likely be the only time I have to address this or want to address this. If you're asking yourself, hey, did X person or did Y person know? The answer is likely yes.
Wow, it's really fucked up that Candace Owens is using Steven Crowder's divorce as a way to like extort him. What I find really weird about this process is that he basically implied in the beginning here that divorce should be considered like illegal in Texas. Let's run that back.
2021, I've been living through what has increasingly been a horrendous divorce. Now, let me say on the outset, to be clear, there is no infidelity, any kind of physical abuse at all on either side. And no, this was not my choice. My then wife decided that she didn't want to be married anymore. And in the state of Texas, that is completely permitted. It's been the most heartbreaking experience of my life.
Oh, yeah, it's just completely permitted in the state of Texas. Like, what the fuck do you mean, dog? You want it to be like, what, enforced at gunpoint? It's so crazy. It's actually fucking insane that, like, he implies that, dude. Like, what the fuck? Oh no, math jokes, pentagon, hexagon, octagon. My wife is gone. Oh no. Oh no. I have to pee so bad. He expressed frustration that even if only she wanted the divorce, it can still go through. That's actually so fucking gross. Yeah, I mean, he just literally thinks like, oh, the old ball and chain, right? Am I right? As in like literally, I want a ball and chain. Like, why can't I fucking ball and chain my goddamn wife?
What I consider to be
Is
my children have a right to privacy. Now, some other issues have been, or I should.
Pretty funny, yeah. Steven Crowder stating over and over again that he's mad that his wife isn't legally obligated to stay with him is so fucking funny. The whole video seems like it would be on cinema at the cinema bit. Sam Cedars.
I want to say, just for the record, I had nothing to do with this.
Oh,
I've
Jesus.
never met the former Mrs. Crowder.
Yeah.
That it wasn't like, I don't know if she saw what happened when Stephen came on there. Maybe, I would imagine, it's not inconceivable to me that somebody could see their husband run in that way and feel like, you know, this is a sort of a force majeure. The type of, you ever see that movie?
No.
Force majeure, where you see like an essential weakness in your person, or a flaw, and you can't get past it.
She got the ick.
I just want to say that was never my intention. I know people say like, oh, you sent Steven Crowder into the hospital, and that may be true. It might,
You'll take credit for that.
It may have caved. I may have caved his chest. It wasn't my intention. Wasn't my intention. But I would hate to think that I was responsible for
diminishing him and his wife's eyes.
Diminishing him and his wife's eyes.
Here is Sam Cedar lying about not being at fault for ruining the marriage of our favorite conservative. Some of our faves have been hurt. Divorce can be a difficult time for many, Hasan. That's funny. Okay. Except in this instance, like, this is a real divorce. You know what I mean? This is like married with children type shit. Oh my God. She's going fucking crazy mode. Oh no. Sam is, of course, making a joke about how he destroyed Steven Crowder by simply appearing on the H3H3 broadcast. Glad Crowder clarified several times that the divorce wasn't his kid's fault. Everyone watching was thinking, I bet this is Steven Crowder's kid's fault. Unfortunately, the law doesn't let me force my wife to stay with me. Freak of nature shit. Not even, because that's what he believes.
My wife and allies, well, not in my book. Now, if you find yourself, I don't want to get into details, so this is going to likely be the only time I have to address this or want to address this. If you're asking yourself, hey, did X person or did Y person know? The answer is likely yes, which will be made alarmingly clear as this process of discovery continues. And it also, by the way, makes me that much more appreciative of those who did know about this and, in understanding the best interests of my family, my children, kept their word and used discretion. I can't thank you enough. Sincerely, I appreciate it. Won't forget it. It's pretty simple. I loved a woman so much that I married her. A woman who, despite all of this, I still love as the mother of my children. And she wanted something else for her life. That's not my choice. She simply wanted out.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I mean, she probably fucking did not like being married being forced into like a legally binding contract with a dude who has like a lot of confusion about his own sexuality. I would love to hear from her.
Says that that's how it works. Now, of course, look, I get it. There are multiple sides to every story, but one thing that is undeniable in this case is that it's no one's fault but my own in that I picked wrong, and that's certainly not the fault of my children. And I will say that what's in the best interest of my children is not internet drama, speculation, certainly not blatant or veiled shakedowns or dragging their father or mother.
Bro, the way he's talking about this fucking marriage is so funny. Like he said he picked wrong. Like marriage is supposed to be about picking a person with like who will stay with you regardless of how fucking awful you are. Like, okay, how about you like, I don't know, change whatever fucking behaviors that you exhibited that made it so that like your wife didn't want to fucking stay with you even though you had kids.
And I can't be clear on that enough. Or their mother through the mud. And to anyone who tries it, I'm no longer going to pacify, capitulate, or sidestep because I love them a whole lot more than I love you.
Hold on. She just dropped the Boeing fucking... Dude, what the fuck? She going crazy back here. Did you guys see that? Hey, enough. Okay. She's getting really unruly. And I want to cover this really bad. I think I'm just going to play the fucking vlog for a little bit and get into some more fun shit in a second because, like, I have to take her outside to, like, run with her a little bit so she, like, chills the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like... I know the cam isn't up, but you could see it from the corner of my camera.
And I will continue to do whatever is necessary to protect my children. Discussing the divorce any further on social media or on this show or in any public space is not what's best for them. I'll be handling this through the proper legal avenues and channels available as a matter of record in which I have more than full confidence. So I'd ask that you understand the need for and respect our privacy in what is obviously a pretty tough time. And I hope that none of this has to go any further than that.
Could you move your camera so you can see more of Kai's pen? No, because she moves the pen around anyway. Look here. This is what she did. Kids. Look at the back.
I can't be clear on that enough.
Look at the background. Look at what she did in the back, okay? Just only focus on this side. Only focus on right here. You can see. Wait, hold on. It fell on her head and then she got scared. It dropped on her head and then she got fucking scared. Here's her dropping the YouTube plaque as well. Let's watch that one. Walked away so quietly, like just was like, nah, it's fine. Oops, what happened there? Could we maybe set up an outdoor camera so we can see you frolicking with her? No, we can't right now. And maybe eventually in the future. The answer is possibly, maybe eventually in the fucking future, but not at this moment. Anyway, Steven should stay away from children in general. Yeah, even his own, apparently. Are there additional details that I'm not privy to with respect to this? Because, like, the only thing I've seen is, like, Candace Owens chirping about it and then Steven Crowder crying about it. But is there anything else, like... You can use your phone and call yourself on Discord and stream that for outside? I don't think I can do that. Just this. I heard that Steven Crowder's wife has finally met a man that can satisfy her. She was attracted to him when Steven refuses to debate him live on air. What the fuck? Oh, it's Sam Cedar. Okay. These guys never stop and wonder why poison so rarely gets used for murder these days. That's actually a really good take. Like, straight up. Yeah, back in the day, you would hear about, like, mysterious poisonings happening in the household way more. I guess, like, yeah, I guess that's like a benefit. I guess divorce court does benefit men in that in that respect. Why are you so obsessed with Steven and 5-foot trans men? What? Hi. I'm not really. I haven't really covered Steven Crowder all that much lately. I know that this is like a cynical way to ask this question. Like, I know you're trying to probably get like a rise out of me or something. I don't know what you mean by 5-foot trans men. That's I'm not a rightist. Don't ban me. No rise. I'm sorry. Anyway. Here's what Candace Owens' claim was, or Candace Owens' response was to Stephen Jebediah Crowder's claims about how she's like utilizing this divorce.
That's it. That's the big scary story. I then went onto my platform and I said, pray for Stephen Crowder, honestly, because that's what he needs. He needs a prayer.
Okay, let's be real. You hit him with a bless your heart. Like, that wasn't a fucking genuine prayer. That was like a fuck you, you fucking piece of shit type beat, okay? Come on.
And apparently, nobody's answering those prayers right now because he's still acting erratic. He's now upping the ante and suggesting that I extorted him. I will not take that lightly, okay? I am not Hillary Crowder. I am not anybody in his family. I am not going to take somebody going onto his platform and alleging that I either harassed, threatened, or did anything that would put his children at risk. That is very serious stuff that he is saying. And so what I did this morning after this clip was sent to me is I contacted a defamation lawyer, and I am sending Stephen Crowder a cease and desist. And I'm going to demand a full-throated retraction to the idea that Candace Owens threatened him or extorted him. And not that I simply did a little math. 1 + 1 = 2.
Interesting. Stephen Crowder, I'm getting reports that Stephen Crowder tweeted this while they were in the process of divorce. Very interesting that he tweeted this at during the divorce proceedings. I hate this fucking shit. Like, view the tweet. Oh God. And then it says, when I hit the view the tweet, like, it literally opens up my entire timeline. Like, what if I fucking... Cyberbullying is a crime, Hasan. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even cyberbullying him. I'm just...
A crazy man doing these sorts of things to his friends obviously means that something is going on personally. Honestly, this time, I'm not even going to suggest anybody should pray for him. I am so deeply troubled by the idea.
Oh, no. He said this as well? This is how right-wingers fight. Meanwhile, leftists say shit like, you have abandoned the cause of the people and we'll be the first up on the wall when our time comes. Yeah, because leftists are fucking weirdo LARPers who fantasize about a future that never existed. Meanwhile, right-wingers have all the power and don't even know what to do with it. No, Hasan, you got it wrong. It was BLM. Oh. My wife, unfortunately, is legally allowed to leave the mug club at any time. Oh my God, that's devastating. My wife is leaving me. Change her mind. Why are you following him? I follow a litany of right-wing freaks. It's very fun. They make a lot of content. They're more fun than the boring-ass liberals who I don't agree with either. At least they say like unhinged shit that I find to be rather funny. Liberals every now and then will come out of the gate swinging with like a funny thing, like Zenny Jardin or whatever. You know what I mean? Who will like liberals will sometimes tweet out like funny unhinged shit, but rarely, you know what I mean? It's always like boring. They take themselves too seriously. Right wingers take themselves seriously as well, but they're like unintentionally hilarious all the fucking time. Yeah, Zenny Jardin with the famous "What set you from, homie?" Or wasn't it also Zenny Jardin who said like, fuck. She was the one who was like, I'm not going to watch Black Panther on opening week because that's for black people. Like she was, didn't she say something like that? Wasn't that Zenny Jardin too? Oh my God. I just wish women understood how much men love them and want them to be the women they were designed to be. Oh, that one. Oh, brother, that one's bad. Oh, that's going on the thread. Teardrops on my guitar ass tweets. Yeah. Someone should do a divorce fan cam. That meme hurts so much, and I'm not even him. Notice you've been coughing a lot more recently. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I said I'm sick. Stop bullying this nice gay Canadian man. Women are doing less work at home. They're unhappier. That's how I started that off. He said this during the divorce is interesting that to tweet this out while you were going through divorce court. Women are less happy than ever recorded in modern history. Feminism isn't working. He has tweeted a lot about divorce, dog. He's tweeted a lot about feminism and divorce in general and like women's unhappiness. But I guess that kind of makes sense because like I guess that kind of makes sense because like Steven Crowder is, you know, personally responsible for at least one woman that we know of being deeply unhappy. Also, we are very close to fucking already ratioing. Oh, yeah, he's about to change his fucking Twitter profile. We're very close to ratioing Ben Shabibo. For the record, off topic, important article just came out. Fox has a secret Oppo file to keep Tucker Carlson in check. Sources say. Oh my lord! Oh my god! Yo, Fox is like running a tight ship like Scientology, man. Shit's pretty fucking wild out there. What is happening? Have you seen the tweet about Zenny Jardin saying that Polisi was gangsta checking Trump? Lamau, it's pretty funny. Yeah, that's where the homie "what set you from" comes from. How was it possible that he was trying to sub his ex-wife, Lamau, the mother of his kids, on Maine like a 13-year-old breaking up with a 5-month relationship? I think he very obviously put it all out there. By the way, thank you for that, Steven. I don't know why you did that, but you could have just been like, yeah, I'm going through divorce. Everyone suck my dick. Shut the fuck up. It happens to more than 50% of people that get married. Amazingly transparent about his divorced dad rage. If men have no say on abortion, women have no say on child support and alimony. Fair compromise? Look at all these fucking like Twitter Blue recipients, by the way. Oh my God. Every fucking top reply is like littered with some of the worst freaks. I swear to God. They're all like, yeah, this is true, Steven. They ain't gonna like that, cuz. Like, oh my fucking God. Shut up. Would explain why he covered the woke M&Ms like he lost a bet. He was tweeting this from his kid's room? No, man. He was tweeting this from the fucking couch that he was sleeping on in the garage, okay? Hasan, you have a blue check mark. Yeah, I fucking hate it. It's because in an effort to, like, stop the block the blue shit, Elon Musk decided to give every fucking, like, prominent person over 1 million followers on Twitter a blue check mark, like Twitter Blue. It's becoming less and less usable, the platform, on a daily basis. Yeah, Ben's at 17.5K. We've reached 15.5K. Ratio incoming. Change your display name to get rid of it? Yeah, except do you know how many fucking like display name hoppers exist? Yeah, let me just fucking change my display name that's like on every single thing that I have, just so I can get rid of the blue check mark, only to never be able to get it back again. Are you insane? There are people who are apparently botting notable users on Twitter, waiting for the fucking opportunity for them to change their name so they can lose their check mark, only to... Oh, display name? Wait, that's it? I can just change my display name and oh, okay. Well, that's an easy way to solve this. Wait, but doesn't that mean I still have Twitter Blue? I just don't have the check mark? Yeah, the only way I think you can lose your check mark is if you like actually change your @. And if you change your @ then you can't get your @ back because people are just like hopping on that. How the fuck do I change my username? Let's see. Yeah, see, as a blue subscriber, your blue checkmark will be hidden for a period of time after you edit your display name or profile photo until it is reviewed. Yeah, it doesn't go away. It just like hides it, which I don't give a fuck about that at all. You'll get stuck as whatever you change it to. I've been stuck as this 31-year-old man for a week. Yeah. Oh, no. Look at this one. Oh, no, dude. Steven Crowder was like basically masking his personal feelings about his like ongoing divorce while like cutting it like, you know, commentary. You know what I mean? Like he was just like literally just, this was like, Deborah, please watch this. Deborah, I hope you're fucking listening. You know what I mean? Interesting old interview where Crowder debates Amy Schumer about the state of modern day marriages. Yeah, I mean, I remember this where like everyone made fun of him for being abstinent only before marriage. And he was like, it doesn't matter. I'm actually quite proud of it.
When do you stop? When do you stop with the abstinence? How will you know it's time?
This is such a freak ass show, and I'm glad it existed because this is the show where Nick Mullen, famous producer of a center left podcast, the Adam Friedland Show, he was on with like John fucking Bolton.
Well, once you have a ring on your finger, obviously. The only way to know for sure is once you're married. And of course, people know I'm a Christian. This column is not at all pushing faith in anybody. It's just talking about the actual benefits. If you really want to argue for abstinence, you can stop the argument and be abstinent, don't get sick and die.
Yeah.
But, I can say from personal experience that it does build a bond of trust. Constantly you hear women, how often do you hear, well, don't you trust me? It's like, no, you slept with me on the first date. So of course I don't trust you.
It's that old thing like I wouldn't join a club.
Yeah, okay, dude.
Wait,
is that Michael
club.
Knowles?
Right.
It's, she's going to sleep with me, then she'll
Usually
sleep
it's
with
because I'm
anybody.
Canadian. They won't let me in.
Yeah.
Except for Canadian club ginger.
I thought it was Michael Knowles for a second, like looking like Abed.
Amy, do you have any thoughts on this?
Yes, but also, if I sleep with a guy on the first date, usually if a guy holds my hand, he's going to wind up. So here's the thing. I don't think that women should use sex as a bargaining.
Dude, Steven Crowder is such a bad comic that like he literally makes Amy Schumer look good. Like, think about that. I know everyone is immediately rushing to be like, oh, cringe, whatever. But like, she's actually funny in this because she's next to motherfucking Steven Crowder, dude.
Chip, and a lot of them do. If I want to sleep with someone, I do it. And I am a monogamous slut. Can I say that on air?
Yeah, I think you can.
Great.
That's not what we're worried about.
But what I'm saying is, I have a higher risk of disease. I also have a much higher risk of fun.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is to prove my point by saying that, you don't think it should be used as a bargaining tool.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as, the kind of point of the column is that abstinence is the one taboo issue regarding sex. I mean, it's like, oh, be a dirty stand-up comic. You're cracking new ground there, Copernicus. But once you talk about abstinence,
Cracking new ground there, Copernicus. Oh my God. Yeah. I can't believe you're talking about fucking before marriage. Wow, you really are using new material here. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you saying right now? Brother, what the absolute fuck are you saying? He thinks it's like, oh man, I'm doing riveting comedy by advocating for abstinence before marriage. Yeah, everybody knows these like unfuckable losers are the most funny.
everyone all of a sudden, they put you, like, right now, we have to talk about it. Because who is this kid who's talking about abstinence who,
Well, it's who's this kid who's, 23. You don't know who you're going to be sexually yet. So to talk about it with such authority and arrogance.
I don't know who I'm going to be what?
You don't know who you're going to be sexually yet. You're going to be into really weird things in about a decade.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Oh my God. I don't know if it was Copernicus or not, but she did fucking predict the goddamn future right there. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. Oh my God. Amy, the prophet, dude. Yeah, not Copernicus, Nostradamus, dude.
I have no doubt. Yeah.
Trust me. And the thing is, it doesn't.
But
there
I really
should be
do
no.
want to do- there's
But
nothing
there
wrong with
should be
that.
no confidence. You slip by the dirty comedian thing. But honestly, you call yourself a comedian, but you don't do it that much. Like I go fishing a couple times a year, but I don't introduce myself on TV as a fisherman. Wow.
Ooh, what the fuck? Yo, I forgot about this. Dude, oh my God. Oh my God. She's cooking him so fucking hard. She just rolled and smoked him, dude. What the fuck?
Well, this is not really personal for a concept about abstinence. I'm saying the
but
whole
what I'm
point
saying
is
is
that
there's
someone
no
can get up on
way.
stage, we even talk about it in the column, and talk about anything dirty that they want. But the second you mention abstinence, people, they pucker with discomfort, like, oh no, we can't talk about this, and you're vilified as
It's just
judgmental.
not
Statistically, it's the healthiest thing to do. It is conducive towards a better marriage by a 25% spread.
This is the funniest part about it is that, like, dude, you're not doing comedy at this point. Like, you're just trying to, like, nerdily advocate. Like, you're trying to debate Lord not having sex. Like, statistically speaking, abstinence is actually the most safe thing to do. It's like, yeah, also not leaving your house, statistically speaking, is more safe than, like, driving to places. But that doesn't stop you from driving to places because otherwise you would be an unfuckable person exclusively around just yourself, which would be unbearable.
Both physically,
It only takes that one person, though, and there's no contract that the person's not going to cheat on you because they're abstinent. She could
There is
fall
no
in love
contract.
with somebody
Well, actually,
else.
there is a contract. That's what a marriage is. It's a contract.
It's a contract.
Oh my God. It is a contract. You can't divorce me if I get married. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That more than 60% of people break.
No, actually, that's not true. Actually, if you even look at the new U.S. Census Bureau statistics, more than 70% of first-time marriages last.
Okay, but
Oh my God.
then the guy goes off and sleeps with a young boy.
Well, well,
Good,
yeah,
you guys.
Oh. We need like the zoomer like bruh sound. You know what I mean? The dsh, bruh. Bruh. Bsh, bruh. Bsh, bruh.
Guys
Every
stayed
time she
married,
fucking
but
says that.
Then there's
well,
infidelity.
once you bring out the statistics that guys are running around rampantly sleeping with young boys.
First of all, I'm not a boy. I know I have characteristics as such.
All I'm saying is yes, you're right. Of course, it is way safer to not have sex, but yeah, but if you have sex with one person, maybe they've had sex with one person. It only takes that one. I've probably had sex with, I don't know, a baker's 2 dozen, you know, and I'm fine.
You had sex with Mike Baker? He is happily married. He is thus proving your point.
By the way, fun fact, this fucking little gremlin right here, Greg Gutfeld, absolutely despises Steven Crowder and has also alluded to the fact that Steven Crowder is possibly a closeted homosexual man. Just want to point that out really quick before we move on. Greg Gutfeld basically ratio achieved, by the way. Congratulations, everybody. Okay. Also, there's so much going on here, especially because we know about his bisexual phase, he said, rearing its ugly head. And also on top of that, Greg Gutfeld now despises him and has routinely talked about how he is most likely a closeted homosexual man.
He's hot. All I'm saying is that
Bill,
not cheating is a contract.
you're abstinent, but not by choice.
He's bought me some absinthe because we've been practicing abstinence. But you bought absinthe for us to share, and
I thought it would lighten the mood and maybe get you naked.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Oh my God, they're so bad. Go back to Amy. Holy fuck. Amy Schumer looks like a comedian that is a cut above these actual charlatans here. I'm not going to lie.
Either. Lots of vomiting. I would like to say that.
Like, the moment that you get super serious. Okay, so these two are just like awful at their jobs. Okay, I don't know anything about them. Steven Crowder is way too serious about like defending the sanctity of abstinence. And Amy Schumer's the only one who's like trying to be funny. That's it. Like it perfectly shows that like the only one who is like an actual comedian in that regard, who's right there, is Amy Schumer.
Imogen, your mom always said, if you want respect, don't put out.
Exactly.
So there is, I mean, it's something that's handed down, and until you have kids, you might find yourself saying that.
And I do put it in my book. It's gone around the world, and I do on one level talk a bit about abstinence, but more like a few dates. I'm not saying act like someone out of Jersey Shore if you want a long-standing relationship. I do put that top tip in my book. Yeah.
That's the thing. Like lack of abstinence is directly linked to really good abs. That's the problem.
That is a problem.
Yeah,
that is true.
I've got a beer gut.
But I have to say, my last 3 relationships, which each lasted between 2 to 5 years, we slept with each other almost immediately. Mm-hmm. And it's because I knew that I wanted to be with them, you know?
Except that
why'd you kill them?
Except at the 5-year mark.
Yeah, but so what? At least I figured it out and I didn't get married and spend my life with somebody that I hate.
But statistically, that's
unrealistic.
Statistically, that's wrong. I mean, if you want to disregard stats and
what,
facts,
statistically, what?
Yeah. It's like, bro, you're in this like weird situation where behaving this way is unironically going to cause you to get no pussy ever. Like, you don't have to ever worry about it. Like, imagine fucking defending the sanctity of abstinence like this. Like, if you were a cool person, you could just be like, listen, man, I don't want to fuck, okay? I don't want to fuck until marriage. That's it. Move on. Make something funny. I don't know. Speak about something funny that's, like, different, right? You're like, I'm statistically actually funny, and you should be laughing at my jokes. Because I'm talking about abstinence. It's like, math majors get more pussy than this nerd? Oh, yeah, 100%.
What's wrong?
Statistically, 87% of people who wait until they're married are happier, and 52% aren't. And the same thing, you can look at the Social Organization of Sex.
Like, that's the thing. This is why I never say I'm a fucking comic, because I'm not. I am a smarmy little nerd just like he is. The problem is he considers himself to be a fucking comic. I can have my funny moments, but that's not my goal. You know what I mean? That's not my goal. He over here is like getting so, he's so like, he's so emotional. Like losing his fucking mind about this situation. You moonlight as an internet funny man. I can be funny from time to time, but like that's not my goal. You know what I mean? I can't consistently be funny.
Sexuality. These are not Christian funded
How do you have
studies.
statistics on people's happiness?
You tell them, are you happy?
Are
you
they,
emotionally
they're at
satisfied?
church smiling?
No, you can say, are you emotionally satisfied in your marriage? Yes, no. By a 25% spread, both spouses who are virgins, yes. Are you sexually satisfied in your marriage? Yes. Is it difficult for you to achieve orgasm?
Why would people have to be honest
It's
about
all
their
the
emotions?
sources are listed in the column. Every single source listed. These are things that.
Excuse me. Like, I've never seen this man be so passionate about something. It's crazy. I can't even watch the rest of this. Like, it's just like the more talking time he has, the less I want to watch it. It's so fucking boring. He's just like, excuse me.
That have been used by the Kinsey Institute.
What I'm saying is, who cares what they said? A lot of people say they have happy marriages, even in therapy, when they're miserable.
So the 25-point spread doesn't matter because only the people who would be lying would be the people who are abstinent?
I just don't know any happily married people.
Speaking of statistics,
I don't.
Like, that's funny. That's like punchy. It's quick. It's not supposed to like be logically consistent. You know what I mean? Like, it's so stupid. You're supposed to be funny man. What are you doing? Like, this entire conversation is supposed to be funny. You can be objectively on the side of truth and be funny, but you are literally going bananas mode here.
Let's get back to my plan.
You're the nanette of online dirtbag leftist comics? What? No, I'm not. Are you fucking joking? If anything, I do the exact opposite, where I routinely have to describe to people who are like physically incapable of understanding jokes what jokes are so that they can like, allow themselves to laugh at it without fucking throwing a hissy fit and trying to cancel whoever the fuck is like actually doing something that is wonderful, which is try to make people laugh. Literally. Yeah. Motherfuckers are like automatically run with the comedy is problematic, actually. You know what I mean? It's just I have to sit here and explain jokes to people who are sometimes physically incapable of understanding them and offer them the context and the nuance so that they can not literally and immediately and instantaneously fucking cancel the person for the crime of trying to make someone laugh, which is, of course, wholeheartedly unacceptable.
What? Statistically, 100% of these women are not calling me back.
That is true.
Nobody's reading my column if you catch my drift, Craig.
Yes.
So call me later.
Second you talk.
Okay.
And the headline would have been sad face.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry that got so heated. I just want
That
to say
was good TV.
I just want to say that I read the blog and it did come across to me like you ended it by saying no judgments, but it definitely felt very judgmental.
Of course, when the column was written about the reaction from people like you who the second you talk about abstinence get upset. So thank you.
Well, people like me who are almost 10 years older than you and know what it's like to live life and not just have all these morals with no life experience.
Right, I have no life experience. That is true.
I'm sorry, but somebody who works a little bit of the Christian comedy circuit.
The Christian comedy circuit? What just happened?
The irony is,
I have to say, this is the longest debate we've ever had on Red Eye.
It is.
In almost
And the irony
3.5 years.
The irony is they make a very sexy Tuesday.
Yeah.
Really do.
I like
Almost as
Steven.
sexy as,
I think
Lloyd
he's
Long.
smart. No, I think you're smart. You're young, and
See what I'm saying,
you're
Greg?
great.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
But you were wrong on all those counts.
This was all a ploy to pick you up, by the way.
Oh, I'm flirting. This is me flirting. Is it working?
She spat on me during the commercial break, which means
That's
she
my
likes me.
thing. That's what I do.
So, do you have a comment on the show? Email us.
And
It's
it
redeye@foxnews.com.
it turned into way worse shit. If you thought the Steven Crowder story couldn't get any stranger, Candace Owens reveals that he was dropping into her Instagram replies, "There's something about me you're hyper-focused on." She's now inviting his ex-wife to come on her show and set the record straight. No fucking what?
With the idea of extortion, then you know the feeling well.
Did he say that? in the convo. Did I miss that part when I was outside trying to get this little one to take a poopy? Oh my fucking God, that would be so sick. This would be the only good thing that Candace Owens has ever done. Holy shit, dude. Did I miss this? Was this already talked about? Was this already talked about, or was it at the top of the hour and I forgot? And like, you know, a lot of you will miss it at the top of the hour unless you're subscribed for $5 or for free with the Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, where you get one free Prime subscription a month. Use it on your favorite, you know, abstinence only broadcaster. That's me. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, the happier I've gotten because of this little fucking demon sleeping behind me, the worse my segues have gotten. Uh-oh, she just woke up. Oh, we are so cooked. Oh, never mind. False alarm. Anyway, here's the 3-minute ad break now.
Well, now some of these threats were so thinly veiled that I'm frankly surprised you didn't all guess immediately.
Things should be said, or maybe if I feel that the public has a right to understand certain circumstances.
Oh, my children have a right to privacy.
He even sent me a retrospectively very flirty message thereafter on Instagram about how nice I looked on election night, even though I didn't respond to it. I found Hillary Crowder's Instagram account, and I looked to see, and it turned out that she didn't follow Steven Crowder and that Steven Crowder didn't follow her. He didn't follow anybody in her family, and she wasn't following anybody in his family. That was my aha moment. Clearly, there were some.
Oh my God, this is literally how like stans behave, by the way. She did the fucking psychotic Redditor technique. Wild. I am certainly not looking at Hillary Crowder's Instagram account right now to get a better assessment of what this person looks like, or you know what's really interesting about this? You know what's really interesting about this? She just seems like a normal ass fucking Michigan lady. She also still follows Jordan Peterson. What does that mean? Nobody knows. Curious. Yeah, she's like Prager U. She follows Yeonmi Park. What the fuck? Let's continue.
Some sort of a separation. Now, I will not take that lightly, okay? I am not Hillary Crowder. I am not anybody in his family. I am not going to take somebody going onto his platform and alleging that I either harassed, threatened, or did anything that would put his children at risk. That is very serious stuff that he is saying. And so what I did this morning after this clip was sent to me is I contacted a defamation lawyer, and I am sending Steven Crowder a cease and desist. And I'm going to demand a full-throated retraction to the idea that Candace Owens threatened him or extorted him. And not, it seems to me, Steven, that you really, for whatever reason, want to insert me into this narrative. Like there is just something about me that you are hyper-focused on. And so I want to help you a bit. And
she's such a scumbag, but like in this situation, she's fighting against another scumbag. So it's awesome. Yeah, let him fight.
Really, I want to help your wife because you essentially just used your platform. Millions of people have access to your platform. She doesn't have the same, to insult her. You picked the wrong woman, okay? So here's what I would like to do. I would like to invite Hillary Crowder onto my platform because she doesn't have one and because her ex-husband apparently just used his to insult her, to say that he picked the wrong woman. I find that to be really despicable. So Hillary Crowder, if you are watching, you are more than welcome to come on my show and to talk about what's actually going on.
Wow.
Let them fight.
No, literally. I mean, straight up. It's perfect. It's perfect. Let them fight. Let them eat each other alive. Breaking news. The incel community is having a nuclear meltdown because one of their leaders finally got